Right, so we're gonna start shortly here. There we go, Shedi off the line. He's in first position in front of Smitty112, who has a really good start here. Smitty112 going into first position straight off the bat, and also Doom Penguin right behind Shedi now. Looked like he's gonna pass him.
P2 starting at 6 minutes.
Interesting
55.
choice of tires here. Doom Penguin with the off-roads, Shedi with the tuner tires, and Smitty112 with the tuners too. And looks like Shedi got a good run here down the line into the second turn after the first chicane. Coming around here, he's right behind Smithy. They come along here, and looks like he got a good run. Can he get the pass done? No, he can't. But Doom is side by side with Shedi. Oh, giving him a bump into the rear. And there's the crash. There's the crash. Oh, Shedi, the leader of the event, crashed into Doom Penguin. What a turn of events. Shedi now almost in last position there. Only Rob right behind him. So that was interesting. Doom now behind Smithy112 in a comfortable lead. Devate in front of Smithy, Doom Penguin, Rockstar, then Natalia in fourth. And there's Super Stepper and Story VS having a little battle there. Story VS right behind Super Stepper in the green car going for Sprunk. Coming around this uphill turn, this is the furthest part away, and Story VS is past Super Stepper. Story VS gone past Super Stepper. Super Stepper now third, Story VS in second. Looks like he's pulling away from Super Stepper. Look at the gap. Wow, interesting stuff here. And LMP1 straight off the starting line. Story VS in second. Smitty112 with a good lead. So let's focus on the other guys. Let's go to Doom Penguin, because it looks like that pack is pretty intense right now. So here we have Shedi, Rockstar, Natalia. Looks like Shedi had another issue there. There in the back are already the LMP2s. No, Doom had an issue. It looks like Doom had an issue. Let's go back to Doom. Doom is in last position now. Looks like he crashed. Yeah, here's Doom Penguin, Devate, and all the way up front there is Robin and Shedi. So Doom definitely had an issue. Doom in last position. He is currently third in the championship, but with a result that far in the back, that could drastically change. Also Smithy112, who's second in the championship, leading the race right now, is in a really good position to make up some points to Shedi, who won 3 out of 4 races. So he was the favorite for this race too. And I heard he doesn't like the second race of the day, so this could be a really good day for Smithy112. Right, I see Smithy112 is in first position, so maybe Story caught up to him. Maybe Story can win another race like he did in the last round on Tongva International. So here we have Story VS. Story VS in second position. Right behind Smithy112, and there's Super Stepper, the first 3. Envy, no, I'm not on ultra settings. It's basically everything on high. And grass on normal, I think, because wow, that is a pretty interesting line there by Story VS. Maybe just looked like this on my stream because of the lag. I don't know. But if he takes that line every lap, that's that's a pretty big shortcut there. Right. LMP1 seems to be settled, although Story is coming up to Smithy here on that uphill section. Smithy loses the rear there. Story now bumper to bumper with Smithy. Story on the inside, he touches his rear. Oh, a bit of controversial moments here. And we also see here Story VS with the off-road tires and Smithy112 with the tuner tires. So different preference. But Story is still behind. Coming around this turn, Story VS following Smithy112 very closely. Look at those lines, pretty good lines here by Story VS. Close to the barriers. Oh, and looked like Smithy 112 hit the inside barrier there, just slightly. Story going around the stop sign, losing quite some speed. And where is Super Stepper? Where is Super Stepper? It looks like Super Stepper made a mistake and crashed. Let's look at the map. So here's the map. There's a Natalia Alexandra, Shedi in 4th, Bradstar in 5th. Super Stepper only in 6th position, so Super Stepper lost quite a lot of positions. Let's go back to Doom Penguin and take a look what happened to Super Stepper. Here's Doom Penguin following Super Stepper right at his bumper in 7th position. And Super Stepper in 6th. Super Stepper going wide and losing another position. So Super Stepper going from 3rd place back into 7th position. Wow, that is an unfortunate second lap for him there. And allowing Doom Penguin to go into 6th, now chasing Bradstar, who is in 5th. And Shedi, after his first lap choke, he's back into 4th position, really close to Natalia, Alexander and Bradstar. These 4 guys are gonna have a battle soon. Let's take a look at LMP2 with O'Darn in the lead currently. O'Darn is in the lead of LMP2.
Sound resumed.
O'Darn with a decent gap to Dr. Cloden. A decent gap to Dr. Cloden there. Looks like O'Darn could win his 3rd race in a row. Interesting stuff there. Is he on a win streak here? Can he keep that pace up for the rest of the race in front of Dr. Cloden? But where's Le Chapeau, the leader of LMP2? It looks like this is the day of the leaders choking. Shedi choked, and also Le Chapeau is way in the back. Where is he? All the way. He's wow. He's so far behind. He's last in his class. He's last. He's just in front of the LMP GTs, where Serenial took over the lead from Grotto at the start. So Serenial now in front of Grotto, and here we are with Le Chapeau, who just passed Chili there. Chili must have had an issue, and when we look at the car, yeah, his front window is broken. Looks like the Le Chapeau had an issue, and that also speaks for that he's so far behind. And it also looks like Doom Penguin choked again. Look, Doom Penguin now, instead of being in 6th position, in last position in the LMP1s. Wow, a lot of crashes going on at the moment. Let's go to LMP GT. Here we have Serenial, the leader of LMP GT, followed by the Grotto in the back there, and the Grotto is followed by the Kill Switch, Ganialo, Gregor Samson, and Neutron. So that's a pretty big gap here from Serenial for Be Lucky Autosports, which is interesting because Smithy112, the leader of the race, is also driving for Be Lucky Autosports, so they're having a good race right here. 2 cars in the first positions of each class. Good job by them. Let's switch to LMP1. Here we have Smithy112 with a really close battle with Story VS. Side by side here, going into the last turn. Story VS really close to Smithy112, going down this long straight, taking those curb boosts on the outside. These 2 guys know what they do. And here are the pits coming past the pits. Oh, and even that curb. And we can take a quick look at the lap times here. There we go. We have Story VS with a 3-minute, 2 second and 7/100ths of a second. Then we have Story VS, or 7/10, in first with a 3-minute 3. Not Story, Smithy with a 3-minute 3.1. And the other guys are way behind that. Almost 2 seconds. The next one, Shedi with a 3 minute 4.5. So these guys up front are really pulling away. Then we have O'Darn with a 3 minute 9.3. Also the best lap time of the Cheetahs. And in the back for the Banshees we have Serenio with a 3 minutes 11. Also the fastest time of the Banshees. So in every class it seems like we have one guy that's really fast. Let's see how they're gonna end up in which position. And here we have Story vs still super close to Smithy112 there, coming along this section here. This turn really difficult. You want to go over the dirt as much as you can to not lose the rear and have a good turn there. And we knew that Story vs is quite far here. Smithy112 going wide, and this is the pass chance for Story vs side by side into this turn, but Smithy112 on the inside. Yes, both go into the guardrail. No chance for Story to pass on that side. Smithy112 staying in the front. How long can he hold this pressure? How long can he hold his position with Story vs being right at his bumper? Another slight choke there, losing the rear. Story vs going to the outside, braking slightly, cutting back. Oh, he can't get past like this. But a really good move. Shows the control of the car. Nice driving here by Story vs. But Smithy112 defending good, staying on the racing line and holding his position. Into this turn where Super Stepper choked. And Doom Penguin went past him. Story vs has the better speed going up this section here. Tough braking point. If you miss it, you're going wide, but both managed to hit it well. Don't touch the inside guardrail, it can throw you off. Then keep the car onto this ditch here. Don't lose the car. And into the final 2 turns. Coming around here. Important to have the right line. Stick to the inside to not get dragged to the outside too far here. Onto the curb on the outside. Over the bumps. And oh, don't go that far to the outside there as Story did. That costs you a bit of time, as we see here. But he looks like he has a great speed boost out of those turns. Oh, but Smithy112 holds against him and is still in first. Alright, lap times haven't changed yet. Story vs still with a 3 minutes 2.7 and 3 minutes 3 from Smithy112. And we don't want to miss the pass here. Looks like Story has a good run. These two guys are really battling each other. Let's take a look at the map. So there is Shedi coming, and in 4th is Natalia Alexandra, and there's a really close battle between Breadstar and the other guys, but I have to focus on the leaders right here. We all want to see that battle for the first position. Can Story vs pass Smithy for his 2nd win this season? Oh, again he runs into his rear. A bit more patient would be good. You don't want to go into the rear of the car in front because you push it. If it loses traction you have to wait anyway. So you rather just stick behind him. Story vs taking a tighter line around that turn. Really equal between these two guys right now.
Hey Grim, 21, 10 seconds.
Alright, even. Envy, see you in a bit. And pit stop window is open now. 20 minutes have passed.
21 and 19
first
seconds.
people are taking the pit stops, so take a look at that. But first I want to see this. Story vs in this section, he comes closer and closer every lap. And here is where Smithy lost his tail a bit, but not this lap. Story is still behind. Smithy coming out of that high speed left-hander quite a bit better than Story. Going into the downhill section, and look at this view, beautiful. And people pitting. Let's take a look at who is pitting. So in the pits we right now have a Grim Reaper, Chili, the Kill Switch, and Ganyalo. These 4 guys taking a pit stop. Doom worked his way up into 5th again. And I heard that there's a quite a big battle between these
What
three guys, but it cleared up a bit. We have Super Stepper, Breadstar, and Robin. Super Stepper just went past Breadstar. I think we're not missing anything if we keep focusing on the leaders. Everything else seems to be well spread, and Story vs still fighting Smithy 112 really close, but it looks like Smithy has everything under his control. Doesn't look like that the pressure is giving him a tough time. Oh, and Story vs tactical pit stop here. Tactical pit stop by Story vs. In the first minute where the pits are open, Story vs decides to take a pit stop. That allows Shedi to go into second position. It's gonna be interesting where Story vs will come out of the pits, if that was a smart move or not. So there's Doom Penguin going past, the Vake going past, Story in 6th position now. Then we have Super Stepper coming past, Story going into 7th, Breadstar coming past, and Robin coming past. So Story is now in last position for LMP1, which is not surprising because the pit stop takes 1 minute. So Story vs is gonna lose quite some time here, and it's gonna be interesting if he falls behind the cheetahs. If Story vs is falling behind the cheetahs, then he's gonna have some troubles and lose time. So there are the cheetahs coming. When can Story leave? Story is leaving now. Will the cheetahs catch up to him before he reaches full speed again? Gonna be a close one, but no, there's the last cheetah. So like this, it was a good move by Story, I have to say, because Story vs can now drive lap times which are completely free of traffic. There is nobody in front of him. The whole grid has passed him, so Story vs has a big chance to get into the lead if he pulls off some good lap times when Smithy 112 pitted. If I was in Smithy's position right now, I would maybe think about a pit stop right now to come out of the pits in front of Story vs to not allow him to take these fast lines, but we will see what is happening later when Smithy 112 takes a pit stop. So let's take a look. There are a few battles going on. Smithy 112 just went past the kill switch, and Shedi is going past Ganyalo. So let's take a look at these guys starting to lap. So Story vs, I gotta say, to come back to his pit stop, did a really good move here, because how it turned out, he is now having free air in front of him, and the other guys in the lead are now lapping, so they're gonna lose time against the LMP GTs. So Story vs with a good move here. Let's see if we find some other battles going on at the moment. Everything quite well spread out. The kill switch, Chili, Smithy, Ganyalo, Shedi, Natalia, Doom. We can take a look at Doom Penguin, who fought his way back into 4th position after doing 2 mistakes. Obviously, he went into one mistake because he had that incident with Shedi where he couldn't do anything. Shedi hit that wall and took out Doom. 45. And then Doom had another incident where he went into last position, but now he's back into 4th. And Super Stepper, who also had some chokes, is in 6th position right now. But we have to see that these two guys didn't take a pit stop. And Natalia going into the pits right now. So Doom proceeding into position 2. Because Smithy 112 took a pit stop. So I'm gonna go back to Story vs right now, because I want to see if Story vs is actually passing Smithy 112 here after the pit stop. What is Natalia doing there? So let's take a look at Story vs. This is gonna be really interesting when Story vs comes past the pits. So there's Story coming past the pits and going past Smithy 112. What did I tell you? Great move by Story vs with that tactical pit stop early on. He's now in front of Smithy 112. Smithy 112 just lost that crucial 2 or 3 seconds behind those lapping cars, which allowed Story vs to go past. So we currently have a switch in positions in the unofficial lead of the race, with Story vs having 1 pit stop and Smithy112 having 1 pit stop. Story vs now with a really good chance to win this race. And he still has free air in front of him with nobody to interfere with him driving.
Legit. 27 and 37.
Let's take a look at the weight. And Doom coming up to the lapped cars. How they're gonna do that, or if they start to take a pit stop like Story did, and Smithy and Natalia. So here we have Doom Penguin, non-stop pop driver. And you see there, oh, Doom Penguin. Doom Penguin pushing Gagnalo. Controversial incident. Is he not gonna wait for him? That was quite interesting that he just bumped into him and didn't wait. But that definitely cost him a bit of time, and also Gagnalo, who is now followed by the Vate, who was in 3rd position currently behind Doom Penguin. Yeah,
Thanks,
we see with that tactic, Story vs really did a good job. And for Natalia, it's a bit different because Natalia pitted too, but Natalia fell behind. Oh darn. So now Natalia is fighting with a cheetah on the track. So that's not what you want to have when you took your pit stop, that you fall behind a slower class, because that always costs you time. And here we are with Shedi himself driving in the LMP2 class, following the kill switch. The kill switch is driving, let's see, yeah, the kill switch in the Banshee and Chili in the Cheetah. We see here the field has kind of mixed up with the Cheetahs that have pitted and the Banshees that have not pitted yet. So the Cheetahs are in a bad position to follow those Banshees, but the Banshees are quite fast around this track with the long straights, so they shouldn't lose too much time, to be honest. So let's go to the leader of LMP2, oh darn, who is in a comfortable lead and looks like a good pick to be the winner for this race, Spa-Francorchamps. He's going past the start-finish line right here. Let's see who's behind him. We have Natalia, Alexandra, and then Dr. Clone. Dr. Clone with quite a gap already. So it's gonna be tough for him to go past Dr. Oh darn. Yeah, and currently the loser of the race is, in my opinion, Le Chapeau, who is the leader of LMP2 but is only in 6th position. Also stuck behind some cheetahs there. He just got passed by Neutron, it seems like. Let's take a look at that.
You want a little push? JK.
Pass on the left, dude.
So here we have Le Chapeau. Probably not his best day of Le Mans racing. Coming up to Neutron here. Neutron having some troubles in the Banshee on these tight, windy sections. Here the Cheetah is a lot faster, and he gives them enough space to go past. Looks like these guys are teammates anyway, so that's just a smart idea to let him pass. And there's Grim Reaper in the Cheetah, going for a sprunk. Driving for, I think, DNL Jackson. Coming past the pits here, Le Chapeau in 19th position currently.
31:52 seconds.
It is an interesting constellation with Chili, the kill switch, and Deviate. All three LMP classes really close together. Coming around the last turn. Here we have them, the kill switch, Chili, and Deviate. And what's gonna happen is Deviate gonna take a pit stop, or is he gonna keep going? He's going to keep going. So Deviate just lapped Chili there.
Neutron 52. Not
Oh,
32.
shit. No,
52.
I was watching my lap time.
So Stupa Steppa took his
like,
first pit stop there,
Angelo.
followed by
second pit stop,
Ganyalo.
yeah.
We only have to do one, right?
Extra pits, you don't have to wait. You can go right there.
But sorry, I didn't see your time. You know your time.
Iceman was my time.
Here we have O'Darn,
I don't know.
who is
sorry,
followed
Stefan.
by Natalia Alexandra, currently in the back of the LMP1 field.
Completely lost control.
Who is followed by Natalia. This is gonna be interesting because this is a different situation. This is a different LMP classes, but
You got
O'Darn
to go,
is in front of Natalia
Stefan.
on the track. He is in 8th position and Natalia is in 9th. So this is not lapping. This is actual battle for position. So it's gonna be interesting how they're gonna handle this. If O'Darn is actually gonna fight Natalia for the position, which could cost him time, but will definitely cost Natalia time. Oh yeah, Sloth, I wish you good luck with that. But GTA and disconnections are very, very painful and stupid. And there, Neutron lost connection, engine failure for Neutron. So
Roto.
let's take a look here at Natalia following O'Darn, the leader of LMP2, and Natalia in 9th position. Oh, and there Darn makes a mistake, just pushed a bit too much. He's now behind Natalia Alexandra in the Osiris, and oh, Natalia choked by O'Darn. Wow, Darn is furious right now. You hear his horn. He's super angry. Oh, he must be really, really pissed right now. Well, sorry for my words there, but that's how I would feel in that situation. First he
Gregor,
choked,
that's
Natalia goes past, but then
34,
Natalia
59.
chokes. Oh wow, what an incident.
Jedi 35 and 9 seconds.
So this is a good chance for Dr. Cloden, who is now on the screen there in the back, who made up a lot of time to O'Darn due to this situation with Natalia. So O'Darn is now under the pressure. It's gonna be interesting to see if O'Darn is losing his rhythm due to that, and maybe Dr. Cloden could score his first win in his own event this season. Lap times are 3 minutes 2.7 still for Story VS, so he hasn't improved in that regard. And Smithy112 is now behind Breadstar actually. Let's take a look at that, because that wasn't like it before I left these guys.
Breadstar.
Oh,
30.
Oh, Breadstar
36
coming into the pits
seconds.
now. That's why Smithy112 was behind there. Let's take a look at Story VS, who is, I think, right behind Debate. So here we have Story VS. Oh no, that was Chili. So Story VS just lapped Chili on that main straight there.
Cloden.
This is the
36,
leader of the race
39.
when you take the pit stops into calculation. So Doom Penguin currently in first position, no pit stop yet. Then Debate in second position, also no pit stop. Then the first one with the pit stop is Story VS, the second one is Smithy112, and also Shedi. I think everybody but Debate and Doom have pitted yet. Oh, and Natalia is behind O'Darn again. What happened? Natalia seems to have choked. Let's take a look how far he's behind, because that could
Who was in front of you in the pit?
give O'Darn another issue there. Oh,
Yeah,
another
we lost.
choke by Natalia. Another big choke there.
Keep looking at
There's
that.
Super Stepper. Super Stepper going past Natalia into 8th position. So Natalia in the back there. And O'Darn now has some breathing space
Pits are
created
closing
by
in about
Natalia's choke.
1 minute from now. This
So
is
that
the
was
last
definitely a
thing.
double choke by Natalia there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Twice in a row.
Sorry. I'm 10 minutes off.
That corner there is
Whoa.
crucial because
I'm sorry about that. 10 more minutes.
Natalia
Angela third.
Alexandra
What a bad host. Could've come through.
hit that
Gonna get
guardrail, and the guardrail
Clothing's gonna
turns
be a lot better.
visible just before you see it, like right in front of your car. So that might be the reason why they went into it.
Like flag for Gangialo.
Yeah, after 10 bits, one free bit.
Okay. Deal.
So let's take a look at the map. What's going on? Are there any close battles?
Wait, left again.
Smithy 112 just past Chili there. There's the kill switch. There's the Grotto. Debate. Doom. Where's Story VS? Where's Story VS? There's Story VS and there's Smithy 112. So quite a big gap here. I would say around 10 to 15 seconds.
I'm coming in for a
And
repair.
here's Grim Reaper and Le Chapeau. These two guys are gonna have a battle soon if Le Chapeau catches up to Grim. So let's focus on them. And
no
John,
way.
welcome to the
Oh,
stream.
please.
Robin 39, 22 seconds.
So here we have Le Chapeau, and do you see that on my screen? Rain is coming in. It's going to rain. Very interesting for this race. Rain is gonna
The bench
change
is going to
things up quite a bit. So here we have Le Chapeau
Hold on.
in
38, 44, 39.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in 7th position only.
Thank you.
Dr. Cloden also took the pit stop, and O'Darn is taking his pit stop now, so it's gonna be interesting. Where will Dr. Cloden be after O'Darn took his pit stop?
Little piece, no.
And with the rain,
Yes, I
I
can't
think
see the time.
O'Darn just did a really good move here. He is pitting right now while everybody is driving under conditions where the rain just starts, which is very difficult because the track grip changes. So Dr. Cloden cannot push as much as he would like to close the gap to O'Darn. And O'Darn can just stay in the pits and he loses less time because he still has to stay 1 minute in the pits, but the lap time on the track increases drastically due to the rain. So Le Chapeau in the rain, coming a lot closer to Grim Reaper. This is gonna be a good battle. Going this uphill section, you see Le Chapeau taking a different line there than Grim Reaper. But Le Chat missing that braking point. Same what happened in the F1 where we had rain.
Okay, 10
People
minutes to the
missed
pit
their
stop.
braking point. But now Le Chapeau on the outside of Grim Reaper. Going into the second to last turn. Cut back. No, Grim Reaper blocks the side. Very well done by Grim Reaper there. But Le Chapeau seems to have the upper hand in the rain right now. Coming around the last turn. Who can accelerate faster out of it? Is it Le Chat or is it Grim? It looks like it is Grim. So good job by these two guys. Let's take a look. Where is O'Darn? Dr. Cloden and O'Darn. Dr. Cloden still far behind O'Darn. So the pit stop didn't help him.
41.
And here we have the Grotto
seconds.
and Story VS coming up to these two guys, and the Grotto and the Kill Switch are currently battling for position. So Story VS is gonna have a hard time passing these two guys. Let's see how that goes. There's the Kill Switch and there's Story VS. And the Kill Switch currently in 3rd position behind Grotto. It's gonna be interesting to see how quick the Banshee is on the main straight. So here we have the kill switch, and there's Story VS. And look at that. The Banshee pulling away from Story VS. Very, very fast. So Story VS is gonna have troubles in the windy sections to go past these two guys. So let's focus on him. And while he laps these two guys, also focus on the battle for second position in LMP GT. So here's Story VS with his unique lines. Look what lines he's taking. That's interesting. Oh, the Grotto. Oh, crashed by the Grotto and crashed by Story VS, the leader of LMP1, getting held up by the Grotto, crashing at that part there. Ooh, this might be a chance for Smitty112. Let's check where he is. So here we have Smitty112, who is in third position currently, and Story VS also with the new fastest lap time, 3 minutes 2.111. Nice lap time there.
Back hill.
And here we have Smitty112, Be Lucky Autosports, current sponsor, and we can see Story VS on the screen, which might be interesting for Smitty112 because he definitely wasn't able to see him before that crash with the Grotto. Whoa, that bush almost took him out. But I might think that Story VS has the better tires for the rainy conditions, because Story VS is driving with off-road tires, which are a bit softer, and the less grip you have, the softer your setup should be to counter that grip loss. There's the Grotto. Oh, going into the guardrail again because he's very careful now to not take out another LMP1 driver. But it wasn't only Grotto's fault, it was also Story VS' fault for braking too late and going into the Grotto, so there's not only him to blame for this incident with Story VS. There's the Grotto, there's Shedi. Shedi also coming closer to Smitty112 here. But the gap between Story VS and Smitty112 is definitely smaller than the gap between Smitty112 and Shedi. And also Doom Penguin. Doom Penguin is coming up to X Shedi, so Doom Penguin on his way to third position. Super Stepper way behind. Then we have Natalia Alexandra behind Super Stepper. Red Star, Robin D, and L2R. There's O'Darn. There's Dr. Cloden. So Dr. Cloden still chasing O'Darn, but he's now being followed by Prismite. So Dr. Cloden has to watch Prismite before the end of the race. Story VS, Smitty112. So let's take a look at Doom Penguin, who seems to have the upper hand on X Shedi in the rain. Also Sadamir, welcome to the stream. Yeah, you're a bit late, but you're perfect for the action. We're currently having a rain race right here with Debate in first, but he still has to take a pit stop. Story VS in second, Smitty112 in third, Shedi in fourth, Doom Penguin in fifth, and Doom Penguin looks like he's closing on X Shedi. Oh, and there another incident by the Grotto, and this time his teammates, Shedi, actually has troubles with him. So the Grotto caused another incident at the same turn, this time with Shedi, his teammate from Merryweather Autosports or Racing. I'm not quite sure, but the Grotto seems to have lots and lots of troubles in the raining conditions. So Serenial and the kill switch, good chances to finish in first and second. And now Doom Penguin is right behind Shedi in second position. Yeah, we have a few new drivers in the Pro League, Sadamir. So,
it's 47 and
Doom
11.
Penguin, whoa, on the bumper of X Shedi, and the rain is getting heavier. You see that thunder going on in the mountains. It's a lot more difficult. And there's Shedi losing the rear, going onto the outside. Doom on the inside. Oh, and now Doom is past Shedi. Good drive there from Doom Penguin. Shedi really having troubles with his tuner tires in these rainy conditions. I think that's the difference between these cars, the tuner tires, and also Shedi. You see he has a different spoiler. Shedi having a spoiler that is a lot more loose than the one that Doom has, and that is definitely giving Doom more grip in the rain right here. And we see he's already pulling away from Exedim here. And he's coming up to the kill switch, I think. Yeah, looks like it. So there's Story VS, there's Smithy 112, then we have the kill switch, Doom Penguin and Shedi. And here we have somebody getting lapped. Any other battles going on at the moment?
Okay, there's
Super Step and Natalia
48
Alexandra
and
having a battle there. And Rob and Bradstar. Where's O'Darn? We have here is O'Darn.
48 and
There's Dr. Cloden
23.
and Prismite. Prismite getting closer to Dr. Cloden. So that's definitely gonna be a battle for the rest of the race. And also the Chapeau is now past Grim Reaper.
2 minutes remaining on the pit window.
Hey Fishy, welcome to the stream. So now Devay took his pits up. Oh, what is that? The kill switch giving Exedim a push there. Some shady tactics going on between these two teams. Shedi following Doom Penguin. But as I said, it looks like Doom Penguin has the pace to score a podium finish here. Let's jump to the leader real quick. There we have Story VS, leader of the race, Sprung Racing, followed by Smithy 112. With quite a gap here. So if Stories doesn't make any unfortunate mistakes, then he's having good chances to win his second race in a row after Tongva International. And he's now coming up to the leader of LMP GT, Serenio, Be Lucky Autosports driver and teammate of Smithy 112. It's gonna be interesting how he reacts to Story VS coming closer to him, because he knows his teammate can gain some crucial seconds if he gives Story VS a hard time lapping him. So there's Story VS honking his horn, and Serenio letting him pass. Yes, letting him pass quite easily there. So Serenio now being lapped by Story VS, and it looks like the rain is going to end soon. The pit window closes just now, so we're gonna have now Fab Iceman,
Prismite,
the current
amazing in the rain.
pit watcher, join us for this race.
fuck.
Microphone activated.
Is the pit window closed?
Yep.
Yep.
Microphone muted. Channel switched. User was moved to your channel. Microphone activated.
Hey Iceman,
Hey.
welcome to the stream. How do you see the race right now? Are you informed at any positions?
No. Not at all. I
Right.
just see cars flying by.
Let me give you a roundup. So we have Story VS in first position, a good seconds in front of Smithy 112, and then Doom Penguin who had quite a few crashes at the start of the race. He is now in 3rd position. He just passed Shedi while the rain started. What do you think? Are off-road tires better in the rain than tuner tires, or?
I think it stays the same. I mean, both tires have very good grip. I think exactly the same grip. And yeah, just off-roads go smoother over bumps.
Yeah. Because it looks like the guys with off-road, Story VS and Doom Penguin, are putting in better lap times during the rain. And also
Okay.
Shedi is struggling a lot, but he has a different spoiler. Shedi has the low spoiler, and the other guys are having the high spoiler.
But Shedi also had problems on Spa with the Turismo. He said he's very, very bad at rain.
Okay, yeah. So might be the track. Yeah, LMP2 we have in the lead is O'Darn, who can actually score his 3rd win in a row. A good way in front of Dr. Cloden and Prismite, which is interesting because we know the leader is Lechat-Beau, and Lechat-Beau went into last position, so he must have had a huge choke in the first lap. And Prismite looks like he might be able to catch up to Dr. Cloden, so we might be in for a battle for 2nd position in LMP2.
Okay.
Are you needed for anything? Otherwise, I can send you an invite to spectate.
No, I think I'm done.
Yeah, you can leave the race, and then I'll send you an invite.
I feel bad that I didn't record Stepper's time. So, correcting.
Microphone muted.
Right, so now Prismite, as we see here, currently 3rd in LMP2, is coming up to Dr. Cloden quite quickly, and it doesn't look like Cloden has anything against O'Darn, who is by miles ahead in LMP2. So let's take a look at the leaders here. No, Lechat-Beau is there. There's Story VS, Smitty 112, Serenial, Doom Penguin, and Shedi. Serenial is past Doom Penguin again. Oh, that's interesting.
I'm waiting for an invite.
Didn't Doom pass him?
Microphone activated.
Yep, invite is coming.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Right, we now have Serenial closing on Dr. Cloden while the track is getting drier. Still a bit wet, but it seems like the guys are having more grip again.
Microphone muted.
Right, had some issues there with my HUD. I was hearing music all of a sudden. Turned on the radio. So Prismite following Dr. Cloden here.
Okay, who do you want me to spectate?
I'm currently spectating Prismite and Dr. Cloden. But if you see another battle on the map, we can also go to that. I think Breadstar and Rob are close together, but this is the only battle for Podium right now between Prismite and Dr. Cloden. Also, Doom Penguin, Grim Reaper and Shedi, but Doom is quite far ahead of them. So I'd say we focus on Prismite, who is now closest to the Podium position overtake. Do you know for which team Prismite is going? Which teams are the yellow ones? think I just talked to you while I was muted.
Thought so.
I'm currently focusing on Prismite and Dr. Claude because that's the only battle for a top 3 finishing position right now.
Okay. Stepper is close behind D-Wade.
Okay. Yeah, we can then... I'll check on Stepper because...
Oh, he slowed down a bit. I think he rammed the kill switch a bit.
Oh yeah, it looks like... So there's the kill switch. He is currently second in LMPGT. And
Okay.
Super Stepper behind Devade. Devade showing a good performance here. Oh, choke by Super Stepper. Choke by Super Stepper. Oh, we know him like that. There's the Super Choker again. Alright, I think that battle is over.
Yeah.
Super Stepper broke all his windows. So the util driver now in a bad position. Okay, then let's take a look at Dr. Clone and Prismite. They're the closest right now. Or Breadstar. We can focus on Breadstar and Robin. Breadstar and Robin. Almost like Batman and Robin. So here's Breadstar in the grey car and Robin in the green car. Following each other, they're fighting for position 8 in LMP1. And Breadstar is following Robin quite shortly over the last few laps.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Here Breadstar looks like he's getting a good run. Breadstar side by side with Robin. Ah, he can't get it quite. Coming around this fast right-hander here. You drove Spa too, right, Iceman?
Yep.
Oh, this braking point is really tough. Breadstar on the outside. Usually you want to try to stay on the inside to not lose the car and go wide there. But he's now right behind Robin still. On the inside, is he braking late? No, he's cutting back to the outside. Oh, good battle with these two guys here.
Yeah, Breadstar definitely wants to know it.
Yeah, definitely.
He's a little bit faster in this moment.
Yeah, he's definitely faster than Robin. Let's see how it goes on the main straight. Looks like Breadstar having the overspeed. Yo, Breadstar going side by side with Robin, but Robin is on the bumper side, so he can get some speed boost there. Who's gonna go first into the chicane? Quite a long way to go.
There's Breadstar again.
Side by side. Oh wow. What a battle.
Yeah, I think Breadstar will make it.
Yeah, Breadstar now in front of Robin, going first into the chicane, and there's the pass for 8th position. Good job by Breadstar. Alright, let's switch to Dr. Cloden and Prismite, who are fighting for 3rd position in LMP2.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
So lap times are pretty much the same as we had in the first few laps. Only that Doom Penguin and Shedi are now also with a 3 minutes 3.5 and 0.4. So those lap times got a lot closer. For LMP2 we have Oh Darn with a 3 minutes 8 And also Dr. Cloden, 3-minute 8. These two guys are way ahead of the rest of the pack, almost 2 seconds faster. And Serenial, who's even in front of a Cheetah, in front of Grim Reaper, with a 3 minutes 10.6, followed by the Kill Switch and Grotto.
I'm wondering what's happened to Lechette.
Microphone muted. Microphone
I
activated.
expected him to battle first.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Weapons are way off the
Microphone
face.
muted. Microphone activated.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Prismite. Lechette. There must have been a big crash because he was so far behind.
Yeah, but he isn't even on pace with the top guys. Maybe it's not his race day.
Yeah.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Yeah, Prismite's still behind Dr. Clone. It's getting dark again. But it doesn't look like Prismite is getting closer. He's like right behind Dr. Clone with the same gap. Maybe Clone is just managing that gap right now, because the race is close to be done. Let's take a look at the map. Any close battles going on? Doom Penguin quite far behind Smithy, but Smithy is closer to Story VS after that choke, because Story VS was following Grotto when the rain started, and Grotto misjudged his braking point, and Story VS ran into him, but Story VS still with a comfortable lead. And there's a battle going on between Super Stepper and Natalia, so I'm gonna take a look at that. They're fighting in LMP1 for, I think, position 7 and 6. Super Stepper right behind Natalia Alexandra right here. And Super Stepper with a lot of chokes today, and there Natalia Alexandra goes a bit wide. Looks like he hit the inside guardrail.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Super Step on the outside, doesn't try to dive in.
Normally that must be an easy task for Stepper. How's Natalia?
Oh, Natalia pushing him a bit wide there. Almost Hamilton Rosberg incident. Going down the main straight here. Looks like Natalia is better in curb boosting. It's interesting, some people take the side on the left, others prefer to go onto the right side, close to the pits. Don't know which is faster. Seems like pretty equal, but now Super Stepper's closing. Looks like Super Stepper has the better pace over the long straight. Whoa, and that jump. Super Stepper coming down the main straight here after the first chicane, still behind Natalia Alexandra. Going into this fast left-hander, braking, don't hit the inside tires. And if he can keep up that speed, he might be able to close to Natalia. Quite a few people have hit that inside guardrail. That's where Shedi had his mistake in lap 1, and also Natalia had a crash there, and also Grotto. Oh, Super Stepper lost the rear. Oh, and that cost time. That cost a lot of time. Hitting those signs there. If he just could stop with those chokes, he would be one of, if not the best driver in this crew. He's still one of the fastest drivers, but all these chokes.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Either he has a perfect race or he has a race where he is the super choker. Let's take a look. Maybe this is the last lap. I'm not quite sure. Where's Story VS? I think they're finishing right now. If they're not, they have to do one more lap, I think. Oh no, I think they finished, right? Yeah.
I can't tell.
Yeah, they finished. If you look at the times, Story VS, winner of the race, 1 hour, 6 minutes, 25 seconds. Then we have Smithy112 in second position, Doom Penguin finishing in third, and Shedi finishing in fourth. Next up is Debate, Natalia, and Super Stepper. Any more battles going on for the last lap here?
Robin and Rockstar.
Robin and Rockstar are still having a close battle. Let's focus on them.
Oh, what is Super Stepper doing? Flying around. I think he's done.
Right, there's Rockstar, close to Robin. And O'Darn, he's also behind Rockstar, so O'Darn is the one to finish after these two guys. Let's see if Robin can stand the pressure of Rockstar for the last couple of turns. It's only a few, but those few are very difficult. And if you have somebody that close behind you, it's quite easy to have a choke or something. So into the tough braking zone uphill, both managed to take it quite well. Robin going a bit wide there, but he seems to hold it with Los Santos in the background. Only 2 more turns. Rest are really close. Last turn for Robin. If he goes around there without an issue, then he wins this race. Oh, he doesn't win, but... Oh, what? Robin lets him pass. What's going on there? Looks like these two guys have a deal. I call rigged. Oh, Robin coming up again. Oh.
What a battle.
Alright, let's take a look at O'Darn, who's gonna finish LMP2s shortly. There's O'Darn, and there's his win. GG O'Darn for the 3rd race in a row. That's quite a run. Also with Le Chapeau in his class, which is a really fast driver. Dr. Cloden finishing in 2nd position. Prismite with a very strong 3rd place. After him we have Jekyll finishing. And there's a close battle between Gregor Samsa and Le Chapeau. And there's the timer. Gonna be interesting if Le Chapeau and Gregor are gonna be able to finish.
Gregor, he was lapping Gregor.
Oh, he's just lapping Gregor. Okay, yeah, then... This is the final result of the race, coming up shortly. O'Darn in 1st, Dr. Cloden in 2nd, Prismite in 3rd, Jekyll and Lachette in 5th. Yeah, interesting race we had here with quite an interesting outcome, because the leaders actually showed some... how do you say?
Know what you mean?
They showed some weaknesses. So Shedi only finishing in 4th, losing another points to Story VS and Smithy112. And then we have O'Darn closing the gap to Le Chapeau by quite a margin, because Le Chapeau only finished in 14th position and O'Darn in 10th. So O'Darn in 1st and Lachette in 5th.
Yep.
And Serenial also can close the gap to Grotto.